It's obvious I'm never going to be really outblowing the wind at all, so why bother? Because instead, why not talk about nature's way of positively hacking your daily performance psychology? Because the wind is natural, but it's not always easy to access. And just because there are many modern conveniences in life, it doesn't mean that you still can't walk the longer route to gain your daily food sources. In doing so, you'll actually notice how it will improve your mental and your physical performance in life as well. You see, I heard on the radio the other day how people have taken up walking more since the pandemic, since COVID-19 and all the different lockdowns happened. I thought that, well, it was pretty funny to me because I've been walking since I was a toddler. Okay, it's not a really good joke, but okay, I'm being frivolous. So I'll try to be a bit more serious about it. Honestly though, when I heard it, I did think to myself, before the pandemic came along, what were all of these people doing instead of walking? Because it begs the question, walking does take time and it's a well-known exercise. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer because walking is one of the best things you can do for your mind and for your body. And it's easy as it requires little effort and can be done alone. Perhaps lots of people have permanently replaced an unhealthy activity with this healthier activity of getting out there and moving a bit. And if that's the case, then that's great. But most people fall back into old habits very easily, not just after a lockdown, but very easily when they have a greater array of choices. So whether or not these people or you will continue this healthy habit or any healthy habit that you've picked up into the future is unknown for now. So when you pick up a habit or somebody tells you about it, something simple as walking, do you continue with it? If they don't, or if you don't, there is another thing that you can do that will help you or them too. And that's not only for your health, but for your overall performance as well. This is where there's an integration between health and performance. Because I believe there's a fine line between looking after your mental health and performing at the highest peak. So here's how you can hack your daily performance and psychologically, in a positive manner, make all that difference. A little bit of an extra inch. Eat well and be well in nature. You see, a few moments ago I spoke about there being a very fine line between looking after your mental health and performing to the very highest peak. And food is a great topic that emphasizes this very well. It encompasses both things because many people eat for energy and nutrients, yet a growing number of people in this world of ours are eating for comfort. And even if you're performing at the highest level, even if you're in management, if you own a business, you might be able to question yourself, do I eat at all, ever, for comfort? Because of course, we're not designed to eat for our wants. If you're in business, you know this too well. People buy for their wants and they don't need to. So if you're eating in this way, there's something wrong somewhere. It may be a past issue that you haven't dealt with properly, or even a future issue that is bothering you more than you realize at the time. Or it may be bad habits that you built up for several reasons and you just haven't thought about changing up until now. So it's really important to figure out what is all behind this condition. So where does this emotional eating come from? Ask yourself. You may be using negative self-talk. You may be avoiding activities that can realize the stress that is built up in your body, because stress does leak down from the top to the bottom into your body. You may have avoided the support of others, when in reality, And in hindsight, you may have needed it at the time, but when the time passes, it's too late. And of course, there may be something else happening within your physiology too. Now, this is by no means an exhaustive list, but it's a good place to start reflecting on why you may be eating, or somebody you know, some employee, for example, may be eating emotionally. And if you work on your emotions, you're also prioritizing your performance levels too. So not only are you filling your cup, so say with goodness and nutrients for your mental health, but by getting a little bit further, you're actually filling it up with the fun. Because our brains are aware within minutes whether the foods that we ingest, that we take, are going to build us up or break us down. So, when by eating the following foods, they allow us to react positively in the short term and in the longer term of our development too. So what are these foods then? Green vegetables. Which ones? Well, the ones such as spinach, I hear you say Popeye, kale, collards, broccoli. These are all great foods. They are rich in a thing called folate, lutein, beta-carotene, and vitamin K. And the research is now suggesting that these veggies, these green veggies, can also help steer brains away from cognitive decline. Then we have tea and coffee. Because tea and coffee are regular drinks for many people, and their benefits have been shown in studies that those that drink them can increase their cognition in short-term tests of performance. Then you have something else. Walnuts. Because walnuts are fantastic, believe it or not, for memory, are a great source of protein for the body as well. Then you have those things that fish in the sea. Well, not fishing in the sea, they swim there. Fatty fish, in fact, have been shown to lower levels of beta amyloid in those that have Alzheimer's disease. Now remember what I just said a moment ago about cognitive decline. Alzheimer's is an example of this. And these are damaging protein clumps that can form in those who have this brain disease. Another is berries. Yes, berries can also help with people's memories, as their flavonoids help with backward syncing. And the great thing about all of these mentioned foods is that they'll bring you to their source. So they pull you to where they're coming from. Yes, of course, all food does this. After all, if you want to buy food, you have to go to the store. But that's no longer not necessarily the case, or true in fact. Is it really? Because avoiding that trend is another thing that's become a habit of many since the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic in our lifetime. And when this occurred, lots of people leaned on naturally out of complete and utter fear, shopping and getting things delivered from their laptop, their iPhone, whatever. For now, many people order their food from the store or shop. It's become a thing. This means they don't have to get out cheery to go for a walk and forage for food like many of our ancestors did all those years ago. Such comfort, yet in stopping yourself from simple daily movements, you're gradually telling yourself that you don't need to move or improve. But we do, because if you were to continue the habit of, say, walking daily and decide to look for the true sources of these basic food sources, then you'll be essentially guiding yourself towards nature, and all it will serve you as a test to improve your performance. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you do, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, though, please do. Have a wonderful day. Get out there and go for a walk.